from DBS IT Kavli. Okay, now in this class we are discussing about the time varying fields, unit 5. Okay, in previous class we are discussing about the introduction of a time varying fields. Okay, and how to derive the time varying fields. Okay, and you can discuss about the statements of Faraday's law and Lenz's law. So in previous class we are discussing about the total time varying fields for electrostatic fields as well as magnetostatic fields is derived from the Maxwell's equation. Okay, so the Maxwell's equation is derived from the static fields and dynamic fields. Okay, first you can derive the Maxwell's equation for static field. Okay, so the Maxwell's equation for static field is derived from the three laws. Those are Faraday's law, Ampere's circuital law, Gauss law. Okay, see, Maxwell's equation can be derived from Faraday's law, Ampere's law, Gauss law. In Gauss law, you can discuss for electrostatic field and magnetostatic field. Okay, first you can discuss about the Maxwell's equation derived from the Faraday's law. Okay, in previous classes, in previous units, you can discuss about the closed, in any closed surface. Okay, the line integral of electric field intensity is always is equal to 0. Okay, from that statement you can write integral of E bar dot dl bar is equal to 0. Okay, this is also called as integral form of Maxwell's equation. Okay, and this is derived from the Faraday's law. Okay, now you can apply in the Stokes theorem to this equation. What is the statement of the Stokes theorem? Any line integral can be converted into the surface integral. Okay, so now you have applied the Stokes theorem to the above equation. So you can get, so integral of E bar dot dl bar is equal to integral of S, okay, gradient of E bar. Okay, that means the line integral will be converted into the surface integral dot ds bar is equal to 0. Okay, from this you can write, okay, gradient of E bar dot ds bar is equal to 0. So in any ways ds bar is not is equal to 0. Okay, why? Because in any time differentiation of any constant is not equal to 0. That's why from this, okay, gradient of E bar is equal to 0. This is called point form or differential form of a Maxwell's equation, and this is also derived from the Faraday's law. Okay, from the Faraday's law for static field you can derive the two Maxwell's equations. Those are integral E bar dot dl bar is equal to 0. This is called integral form of Maxwell equation, and gradient of E bar is equal to 0. This is called point form or differential form of Maxwell equations. Two these equations are derived from the Faraday's law. Okay, so now you can see the from Ampere's law. Maxwell's equation derived from Ampere's circuital law. Okay, so what is the statement of Ampere's circuit law? In any closed surface, okay, the line integral of a magnetic field intensity around that loop is equal to current. Okay, so this is already you can discuss in a second unit. Okay, integral of h bar dot dl bar equal to I. Okay, what is the current in terms of surface integral? You can write I equal to integral of s j bar dot ds bar. So this is also coming in previous. Here what is the meaning of j bar? J bar is nothing but a current density. Okay, so from these two equations you can equate. So by comparing these two equations you can equal these two terms. At the time what happened? Integral of h bar dot dl bar is equal to integral of s j bar dot ds bar. Okay, so you can assume first this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, and then so these two terms I will be equal. So at that time these two terms will be equal. Okay, by compare equation 1 and equation 2, we get integral of h bar dot dl bar is equal to integral of s j bar dot ds bar. Okay, so from this, so this equation is called integral form of a Maxwell's equation. Okay, this is called integral of form of a Maxwell equation derived from Ampere's circuital law. Okay, so now you can apply the Stokes theorem to this equation. What is the meaning of Stokes theorem? So same in all derivations, same procedure. Okay, each one you can apply a Stokes theorem. Okay, by applying the Stokes theorem you can convert the line integral into surface integral. So at that time you can get integral of h bar dot dl bar is equal to integral of s gradient of h bar dot ds bar. Okay, this term is equal to So this term is equal to integral of j bar dot ds bar. So this is, you can apply the Stokes theorem. Whenever you have to apply the Stokes theorem, this is converted into surface integral. Okay, this term is already equal to the integral of j bar dot ds bar. Okay, from this you can write gradient of h bar is equal to j. Okay, so from this gradient of h bar is equal to j. This is called the point form or differential form of a Maxwell equation derived from the Ampere circuit law. Okay, this is the integral form. Okay, and this is the point form. Okay, this is the integral form of Maxwell equation and this is the point form of Maxwell equation derived from the Ampere's circuit law. Okay, now you can see the Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for electrostatic field. Okay, here you can write B. So first one A is from Faraday's law. B is Maxwell equation derived from the Ampere circuit law. Now see, so next one, third one is Gauss law. So okay, Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for electrostatic field. Okay, so next one is the Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for electrostatic field. Okay, so what is the statement of the Gauss law? Okay, in any closed surface or any closed volume, okay, the current density value is equal to the charge enclosed by that surface. Okay, so that is xi, that is integral of d bar dot ds equal to q enclosed. Okay, that is the statement of a Gauss law. Okay, so this Gauss law will be also represented in the volume charge density. Here rho v is nothing but volume charge density. Okay, this is here represented in volume charge density. So at that time you can write integral of d bar dot ds bar equal to integral of rho v dv. Okay, here rho v is nothing but volume charge density. Okay, so this equation is called integral form of a Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for electrostatic field. Okay, this is integral form of Maxwell's equation. Okay, derived from Gauss law for electrostatic fields. Okay, now you can convert this surface integral into the volume integral by applying the divergence theorem. Okay, whenever you have applying the divergence theorem is nothing but, so what is the Stokes theorem? Stokes theorem is nothing but to convert the line integral into surface integral. What is the divergence theorem? Divergence theorem is nothing but, here you can convert the surface integral into the volume integral. So okay, at that time the surface integral of d bar dot ds bar equal to integral of v, okay, divergence of d bar dv. Okay, see, by comparing these two equations, okay, you can assume this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. By comparing equation number 1 and equation number 2, here you can write, so in these two terms you have equal term is integral of d bar dot ds. So from this you can equate integral of v, okay, rho v dv equal to divergence of d bar dv. Okay, from this you can write divergence of d bar equal to rho v. Okay, this is nothing but point form of a Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for electrostatic field. Okay, so from the Gauss law you can derive the Maxwell equation for static field. Okay, so first integral form is integral of d bar dot ds is equal to integral of v rho v dv, and point form is divergence of d bar equal to rho v. This is point form. Okay, this is the point form of differential form of Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for electrostatic field. Okay, so in Gauss law you can derive from the magnetostatic field. Okay, now up to now you can discuss about the Maxwell equation from Faraday's law, Maxwell equation from the Ampere circuit law, and Maxwell equation from the Gauss law. In Gauss law you have for electrostatic field and magnetostatic field. Now you can see Gauss law for electrostatic field. Now you can see from the magnetostatic fields. So next one is Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for magnetostatic field. In previous you can discuss about the electrostatic field. Now so magnetostatic field. So according to Gauss law, okay, the magnetic flux density around the closed surface is equal to 0. Integral of B bar dot ds bar is equal to 0. This is already coming in previous units. Okay, so this is called directly, this equation is called integral form of Maxwell equation. Okay, derived from the Gauss law. Okay, integral form of Maxwell equation. Now you can apply in the divergence theorem. What is the divergence theorem? So to convert the surface integral into volume integral. Okay, now so for example this is assume equation number 1. Now you have applied the divergence theorem to equation number 1. So at that time you can get integral of B bar dot ds bar is equal to what is this? In that statement of divergence theorem, you can convert the surface integral into volume integral. Okay, that means integral of V, okay, divergence of B bar dV equal to 0. Okay, from this, so from this equation, the term integral of divergence of B bar dV equal to 0. So in any cases, dV is not is equal to 0. So from this, divergence of B bar is equal to 0. This is directly called point form or differential form of a Maxwell equation derived from the Gauss law for magnetostatic field. Okay, so this is called point form or differential form. Okay, this is called point form or differential form of a Maxwell's equation derived from the Gauss law for magnetostatic field. Okay, these are the Maxwell equations for static fields. Okay, so the Maxwell equation for static field is derived from the 3 laws. Those are Faraday's laws, okay, Ampere's circuital law, Gauss law. Okay, Faraday's law you can see the integral form, point form, and Ampere's law you can see the integral form, point form. In Faraday's law, from Faraday's law and Ampere's law you are using the Stokes theorem. In Gauss law you are using the divergence theorem. Okay, that is one of the important objective question. Okay, so and in Gauss law you can see the for electrostatic fields and magnetostatic fields. Okay, thank you friends.